Hello. Well, welcome to my channel. Today we're diving into something that is close to home for many neurodivergent folks. Sleep problems and exhaustion. This is something that really has affected me for my whole life, even when I didn't know I was neurodivergent. So if you've got ADHD, autism or both, chances are you've had your fair share of restless nights, tired mornings, and possibly that weird mix of wired but exhausted. Let's talk about why sleep can be such a mess for autistic and ADHD brains and how exhaustion makes everything harder. Why is sleep so hard for neurodivergent people? For people with ADHD, it's often because the brain just won't turn off. I experience this. Racing thoughts, hyperfocus that keeps you up till 3 a.m. 3 a.m., that would be nice. 4 a.m., 5 a.m. even. Something called delayed sleep phase disorder, where your internal body clock is basically set to a completely different time zone. So your circadian rhythm is not what it's supposed to be. Personally, I've suffered my whole life not being able to sleep. When I was a child, I couldn't sleep until midnight. My parents would send me to bed at 9, but I would get up and go downstairs. Eventually they changed my bedtime so that it was now 10 o'clock at night. But still I would be lying in bed until midnight. If I fell asleep at midnight and then my mum woke me up at 8 and I had 8 hours sleep, I could just about function as a human being. Couldn't get out of bed at 8 o'clock. It was a row with my mum every single day to try and get me out of bed to go to school. It was really hard. I had no idea why I had this problem, but clearly ADHD, autism, there's a problem. So, racing thoughts. I wouldn't say my brain is racing thoughts. My brain is just all thoughts. It thinks about everything from my entire life. And I've gone through the menopause now and it seems to be worse than ever. I didn't get diagnosed until menopause either, so is it menopause that's made it worse? Is it just that's how it would have been? Is it because I now know I'm autistic and ADHD? Is that why it's worse? I have no idea. It's really annoying and really exhausting. So if you've just got autism, there's a heightened sensitivity to light, noise, textures, temperature, the bedding. Yeah, I suffer with that. If there's a crease in the bed, in the sheet, drives me mad. If there's a crumb in the bed, my husband has a massive beard. He eats food, gets crumbs in it. They end up in our bed. They end up on my side for some reason, which is really irritating. So then I have to get up, sweep my hand across the bed, try and get rid of them. That drives me mad. I have anxiety. So quite often I'll think about things that have happened or things that I've done or things that I've said, and that becomes a nightmare. I do have a routine. I like to stick to the routine. It doesn't make any difference. Sleep is a battle, a real battle, which I think I'm losing most of the time. So I get exhausted. I just feel exhausted all the time. When you've got ADHD, it's just the racing thoughts, the hyperfocus. When you've got autism, it's everything in the room, the people. We have 2 dogs in our bedroom as well, which really doesn't help. So when you've got ADHD and autism, which can be known as ADHD, which is probably a lot easier to say, you can basically get all of the above. So all of the problems in your head, in your room, at the same time. Really great. So obviously, this leads to exhaustion. I always feel exhausted. It's just, I get 4 to 5 hours sleep most nights, so, you would expect me to be exhausted. But it's not just that you're tired. It's just you can't do anything. Your brain doesn't work properly. You can't string a sentence together. There may be some edits in this video, just as a warning. It's a soul draining fatigue. You're so tired. It's like you've just run a marathon in your brain, and your brain has run this marathon, and now you're expecting it to carry on with the rest of your day. If you've got ADHD, exhaustion doesn't just mean low energy and being really tired. It's just your executive function is non-existent. You can't do those little things that you want to do. That means you're less likely to remember to have a good routine at bedtime. Makes emotional regulation worse, makes stress worse, that affects your sleep. So yeah, just goes round and round and round. In autism, you could get shutdowns. You might be more sensitive to your sensory sensitivities. That's a great sentence, isn't it? You might have emotional dysregulation. That kind of stress, yeah, you guessed it, makes it harder to sleep. So being exhausted makes it harder to go to sleep. But poor sleep makes you exhausted. So that's not the best place to be. If anyone knows how to get out of it, I'd like to know too. So, feel free to let me know. So sleep problems, they affect your ADHD and autism. So if you've got ADHD, all your core symptoms, your distractibility, your irritability, your memory issues, your mood swings, when you're sleep deprived, they are highlighted. Your impulse control can take a nosedive, so does your motivation. I mean, it's hard to be motivated to hoover the floor or do the washing as it is, but when you're exhausted all the time, yeah, it's not a priority, is it? For autistic people, poor sleep, as I say, increases sensory sensitivities, gives you a lower tolerance for people coming in and saying, oh, that plan we have next week, yeah, that's not going to happen now. It'll lead to emotional outbursts. I mean, I get really irritated, and I usually shout at the dog, but sometimes I shout at my husband, so that's not great. Can lead to shutdowns. You're basically, your capacity for dealing with life is gone. It makes it really difficult. So if you're ADHD, everything's dialed up to 1,000,000. One bad night of sleep can mean brain fog, emotional volatility, the inability to mask or to function in the ways you normally can. Things that you could have done before, you can't do anymore. There's these lovely solutions, aren't there? What really does help? So routine matters, apparently. I have a routine. It doesn't make any difference. But, try winding down the same way every night. Try sticking to your routine to see if that helps, so that your body knows that, hey, now it's bedtime, I'm going to go to sleep now. But obviously, if you do have sleep problems, going to bed doesn't necessarily mean you're going to sleep. There are melatonin supplements which you can't really get in the UK anymore. I used to give them to my son when he was younger. He's told me that they actually can cause depression, so I would use caution with that. Maybe don't try melatonin unless you speak to your doctor first and your doctor says, yeah, great idea. There's that old chestnut, isn't there? Limit screen time. Don't go on your phone before bed. But I go on my phone before bed to wind down. That's my time to relax, to chill out, to just play a game, to not think, to try and get my brain to not think. Obviously, it doesn't work. It used to work. It doesn't at the moment. I blame menopause. Maybe it's menopause. I don't know. You can try blackout curtains. I think I actually do need to try blackout curtains, because my husband replaced our curtains with blinds, and they have slats, and there's little lines of light on the ceiling. Drives me bloody mental. I can't stand it. Blackout curtains, definitely advise that. Try that. got a weighted blanket. In the summer, I can't bear it. It's too hot. In the winter, it's quite nice, but then I'm separated from my husband in bed, and sometimes I like to stroke my husband's back. That helps me relax, and I can't really do that when I'm pinned under the blanket. So sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. You can try white noise. I have white noise every night. I like to listen to Alexa playing me rain sounds, or she'll play me ocean sounds. That's good, but it goes quiet and loud. So in between, then I can fixate on the dog crying or my husband snoring, and so maybe not that. Maybe something like rain sounds, which are non-stop, or thunderstorms, which are non-stop, but then with slightly louder bits. That's quite good. There's another recommendation. You can try fidget tools. So you could use fidget tools to help you wind down. I've tried that. I don't think it really makes any difference. Something that might help is tracking your sleep patterns. I don't know why people think that'll help. It doesn't help me. I've got an app that tells me how much sleep I get every night. No, it just tells me I had 4 hours sleep, and then it'll tell me I had 5 hours sleep. I'm like, oh, okay, I had 5 hours sleep. And then it might tell me I had 8 hours sleep. I'm like, I didn't have 8 hours sleep. It says I was asleep at 4 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't asleep at 4 o'clock in the morning. I got up and had a walk at 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, it's just not accurate. It can help you to understand your brain's rhythms maybe, but I get so little sleep, it just doesn't help at all really. So yeah, try it. It might work for you. It doesn't work for me. Nothing seems to work for me actually, which is great. But there you go. Some of us just naturally sleep differently. I've always had a different sleep pattern to my family, my brother, my husband. My brain isn't broken. My brain is just busy. Busy. That's how the best way to describe my brain is. It's like I can have a routine, a bedtime routine. I can relax. I can be on my own for a bit. My husband goes to sleep before me, so I can be on my own for an hour, 2 hours downstairs. Nice routine, relaxing. I can send the dogs up there, so I'm completely on my own. I get some brilliant alone time. I can play on my phone. My brain stops worrying about anything. I'm just concentrating on, I've got a puzzle game I like, brilliant. Go to bed, my head hits the pillow and my brain goes, Chung! Okay, let's think about every single thing that's ever happened in your life. And I'm like, here we go again. So if you're out there struggling with sleep, running on empty, you're not alone. Whether you're autistic, ADHD or DHD, just curious about neurodivergent life, thank you for watching. Feel free to comment if you relate. I might not read the comments because I'm quite sensitive. I'll try and read the comments. I might get my husband to vet them first so that I know nobody's being horrible to me. I was bullied when I was younger. I don't want to go through that again online. I'm just trying to help people. I'm trying to help myself too, to be honest. But, you know, if anyone's got any suggestions how to get sleep, great. Please let me know. Hopefully I'll make another video. Please like this video if you like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. It's not the end of the world, is it? So thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. And maybe I'll see you again. Bye.